talk about the shooting on South Rock Road and the drive-by shooting on Stony Brook. At about 2:20 this morning, dispatch was advised of a shooting at 1845 South Rock Road at the Bayway restaurant. Numerous callers reported hearing multiple shots at that location. Upon arrival, officers found a 19-year-old Asian male laying in the parking lot, had a gunshot wound to the head. As the officers were processing that scene or working that scene, an individual, being a 21-year-old Asian male, walked into St. Joseph Hospital with multiple gunshot wounds to his back. A few minutes later, a 24-year-old Asian male walked into Wesley Hospital with a single gunshot wound in his back. As the scene was being processed, officers were dispatched to another shooting, being a drive-by shooting in the 2200 block of East Stony Brook. Numerous rounds were found in the street. When officers arrived, they found two individuals at one of the houses who advised that there was numerous individuals in the front yard that had fled. Upon investigation on that scene, 3 houses in the 2200 block of Stony Brook were hit, along with 2 vehicles. The 21-year-old Asian male that went into St. Joe was transferred to St. Francis. He was admitted with non-life-threatening injuries. The 24-year-old Asian male that went into Wesley was treated and released. And then the 19-year-old male that is also at Wesley with a gunshot wound to the head is in critical condition there. We currently have several individuals on the 6th floor that we are speaking with at this time. And as of right now, we have no suspects identified.
So these people you're speaking with on the 6th floor right now, do the police believe they are eyewitnesses at this point?
There were several individuals at the restaurant there. Most of those individuals on the 6th were at the restaurant at the first shooting on Rock Road. Some of those individuals were also present during the drive-by on Stony Brook.
So do you think that the second shooting was that retaliation for the first one? Do you have any idea at this point?
Right now, we do not.
But you think they're both connected?
They are connected.
2 of the victims had apparently non-life-threatening wounds. Were they small caliber? Were they gunshots from a small caliber handgun, or can you tell?
Just a handgun.
Any indication of what led to the shooting? Argument or?
Right now, we believe that there was some words exchanged between 2 groups inside of the restaurant. We do not know what was behind that argument or that disturbance. There was no fights that we can see, but words were exchanged between 2 groups.
Any indication of gang activity? Anybody gang affiliations or gang members?
One of the victims is a documented gang member.
You had said that there were witnesses at both scenes. I'm sorry, you could clear that up for me. I might have missed something. But where there's some of the people were at the restaurant as well as where the drive-bys were.
Yeah, we were able. There were some witnesses that stood by at the restaurant. They are being questioned, and they are connected with the Stony Brook address also.
Lieutenant, you said 2:20 on the shooting at the restaurant. What was the time on the second call?
About 2:45.
That was while the police were at the restaurant?
Yes.
How far away is that, do you know?
Little over a mile.
So no one was injured at that second shooting then?
No one was injured during the drive-by shootings, no.
Did the shootings all take place outside the restaurant?
Yes. There was no... The best we can tell is some words were exchanged inside the restaurants. Both groups left the restaurant, went out into the parking lot, and that's where the shots were fired.
You say that these were 3 Asian males. Were they Vietnamese?
I'm not exactly sure.
On the second shooting, do you believe who do you believe were the targets there? Were the people the targets? Were the homes the targets? Do you know?
Right now, we don't know. We're still trying to piece it all together.
On Rock Road, do you believe there were multiple shooters or just one person?
Right now, we can't tell. Not until we get some ballistic testing done, we can't tell.
So can we safely say that people who were involved in the shooting at the restaurant were also the ones involved in the drive-by? In terms of the shooters in the drive-by? Same people?
Basically, some of the individuals that were at the restaurant, their houses were the ones shot up on Stony Brook. They're not suspects in the shooting at the restaurant, though.
Some of the people at the restaurant, their homes were the ones shot up on Stony Brook.
Yes.
But they weren't there at the time because they were at the restaurant talking to you guys, or was anybody at that address at the time?
Yes.
Okay.
What we've been told is there are a large number of people that, what we believe is the group left the restaurant, went over to the Stony Brook address. They were at that address when an unknown car came by and fired numerous shots at their residence. We believe it's an ongoing from the restaurant back over to the house.